Hello everybody, my name is Ace, and welcome back to the Pokemon Black and White Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made our way to Nacrene City and completed the gym challenge after what was a pretty tough battle, and in this episode we're going to be continuing on and moving on towards the next city, Castelia. Oh yeah, but first, I think the museum is currently being robbed, so we should probably check that out, shouldn't we? We're doing a robbery before your eyes, but we're gonna make sure that we're using a smokescreen so you can't see it happen. Because that makes sense. And speaking of items that we can't see, we now have the dowsing machine. Or rather, the dowsing mechon. I don't know how useful that's going to be to us right now, because I remember a lot of the locations of the hidden items, but actually let's go ahead and register that to our favorites. There we go, so now we can access it with a simple press of the Y button, and I'm also going to make sure to go to the Pokemon Center before we move on, because I almost forgot to do that. And I'll throw on the dowsing machine, and oh, there actually is a hidden item somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in Pinwheel Forest. We didn't go to Pinwheel Forest because there might be trainers down there. Do we want to go to Pinwheel Forest now? I think I'll pass on that. We have our next encounter right now anyways, so we might as well continue on. I will say, yes, that's not what I was intending to say. I got a hair in my mouth. This Let's Play has been full of comedic timing, I will say that much. I will say I'm very nervous because there are a lot of trainer battles out in this direction, so let's make sure we have a good team set up. So we're gonna stick with the setup we have now. All right, let's see what you got. Just two Pokemon, Bronzor and Combee. Okay, that's not that bad. And they're both hexagonal. Let's roll out the Combee and neutral double kick the Bronzor. All things considered, that's actually probably not a smart idea, because that Bronzor probably has a psychic move that's gonna hit Elizabeth pretty hard. One shot the Combee though. Very nice. You know what? I'm not gonna complain. Double kick with Elizabeth. That'll take it down to like red. Yep. We'll roll out, take it out. Yes, it will. Alright. We only lost a little bit of HP on Grey Tusk. Oh yeah, I never checked out Needle Arm. 60 power, 100 accuracy. The user attacks by wildly swinging its throwing arms and may also make the target flinch. Okay, that's not a bad move. Can any of our Pokemon learn that? Wishbone can. That's not a bad move to put on Wishbone. I mean, yeah, we'll get rid of Howl, because I can see minus accuracy being useful for very obvious reasons. Move on to our next trainer battle. I gotta say, Team Plasma Grunts have been pretty rough recently, so let's see what you've got for us. Please do not continue the trend of Team Plasma Grunts being ungodly strong for some reason. What? Bruh. Bruh. What is... My comedic timing needs to stop, because it's not funny in my direction. Let's get Woodhammer. Okay, that's not too bad. It's already faster than me. As long as it doesn't crit, we're okay. Oh, that's so cringe. But that's fine. It'll be asleep for the rest of the battle. Editing Ace, put up the moveset and see if this is another battle Wishbone could have very easily taken on. I will gladly take all that experience, though. I really hate how loud my controller is. I mean, my Nintendo DS is I'm not using a controller with external hardware to record this. I'm using a Nintendo DS. I don't know how many times I left that in the second episode, so that might just be like a random joke that I brought back from the first episode. More importantly than my jokes, we have our next encounter. Let's see what it is. Can we have something good? We have plenty of good Pokemon, but... okay. I don't know how good Kecleon is. That's not... How good is Kecleon? I don't think I've ever used one. I will say it's not going to be coming with the Protean ability, so I don't know if that'll be useful. Let's go ahead and knock this thing off and start weakening it. Oof! Okay, well, it's in perfect catching range, so... Pokeball... Actually, Heal Ball. One. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay. Kecleon, the color swap Pokemon. Okay, what are we gonna name this thing? As if there were a more fitting name than Geico. Okay. Back from the nurse again. Let's actually throw on our dowsing Mechon, because yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of hidden items in this area. I know there's some this way. There's just a normal item, so let's go get this item. Ether, okay, that is a PowerPoint healing move, I think. Or heals PowerPoints, I mean. Yeah, okay, they're they're not just gonna let me walk past. Team Plasma Grunt, please go easy on me. I made fun of the name Wellington, and then Team Plasma Grunts were like, nah, we're taking that personally. Okay. Cast form? That's fine. Oh yeah, we haven't checked out Kecleon's ability yet. Let's check out what Geico's ability is. Filter reduces damage from super effective attacks. That's not bad. And with 42 special defense? Yeah, that's... So we can use it... Well, actually, I mean... There aren't a lot of special fighting type moves, but... We can definitely use this thing as a switch. That's what we're going to be using Geico for. That's... Oh, I love that Rockhead ability. I don't know what ability Donphan normally has, but I am so glad it has Rockhead. Magnitude. That is... I don't know if that's better than Bulldoze necessarily. I mean, it has the potential to be better than Bulldoze, so I think we're going to replace Bulldoze. Or we could replace Knockoff. Because I don't really foresee Knockoff having a lot of use. Well, Knockoff can be used for catching Pokemon. I think I'm just going to go ahead and replace that, because it could be an upgrade or a downgrade. It just depends on the random power of the move. Please don't turn. Whoa, wonderful. Okay. This item is a Dow's Drive. What? What is that? Actually. Dow's Drive. A cassette to be held by Genesect. It changes Technoblast to a Water-type move. Oh, that's not Dow's, it's Douse. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, if we ever get a Genesect, that'll be super cool. We could have had a Victory Bell. Not upset that we didn't get that. We already have 2 grass types. And 2 poison types. And we get a Clever Wing. That is the special attack EV wing, I believe. Oh, I know there's... I know one of these, like... Woo, we could have had a Rampardos. That's terrifying. It's also terrifying that I couldn't get away. I think this is the one that's the trainer, which means it's unavoidable. Yep. Because we're going to have to go through that log anyways. So... Please don't have anything too terrifying. Manectric. Okay, that's not too terrifying. Oh, and I literally just switched off of my ground type. Okay, so that is 3 non-offensive moves. Magnitude 7? Yeah. GG's. Alright, Kimberly. Now let's see... Okay, so they always give berries, and then Chesto Berry, I think, cures sleep. Flame Orb. That is not useful yet, but that definitely can come in handy with certain Pokemon later on. Carbos? That is one of the EV items. I'll put that up on screen. Abomasnow. Let's see, what Pokemon do we have? We can use Elizabeth, I think. We definitely need a fire type soon. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Ground is weak to ice. That's absolutely another, like, top 10 Pokemon cry. Like the Obama. Okay, Carbos is speed. Got it. I really take for granted how much money I usually have in Pokemon games, because I would normally never be struggling with money. And the Flame Plate. That is the Fire-type Arceus Plate. So, a lot of talk of fire in this episode. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a trainer. Pechaberry. Pechaberry? Pecha, probably, because it's like a peach. It just occurred to me how terrifying this, like, style of dungeon is going to be. Alright, there is an item over there that I want to get. Actually, I think that's a TM. Which is going to be potentially really good. Alright, what do we get out of this? TM30 Mimic! The Mimic! I think that mimics the last scene move. Which is potentially kind of cool. Maybe? Okay, I think that's actually the end of the dungeon thing. Mini dungeon? Would you call that a dungeon? I don't know. What classifies as a dungeon in a Pokemon game? Okay, that's not a terrifying lead. I can deal with that. But there we go. Fione! I think Little Root can handle that. Dude, what is up with Team Plasma Grunts having mythicals and legendaries? And sending in Smeargle. Very cool. X Special. I think that's actually... I don't remember. I think that's a Miracle Seed in base game. I think it's actually going to be safer to go this way. Yep. And it is time for quite possibly the best part in any 2D Pokemon game. I just thought, when I was a kid, I thought this was the coolest thing. The way the camera moves around, and the way that you can see the forest down below, and then there's the water. And the camera zooms out and tilts and shows the bridge. Oh, it's so cool. This is just such a cool moment. And like, Pokemon really has not done anything like this again. Like, imagine using Pokemon to show off the capabilities of the system. Can you imagine that? Man, Pokemon sucks nowadays compared to this. I should clarify, I actually genuinely really loved Scarlet and Violet, but like... I don't know, nostalgia hits hard for these older games. And welcome to Castelia City! This would actually be another encounter if it was in Pokemon Black and White too, because we could go to the sewers, but... well, it's not a new encounter here. What it is, though, is a new Pokemon Center that we're going to go to immediately. Excuse me. Also, NPCs that give TMs are randomized, so let's go get the Flash TM and see what that is. I don't remember what alleyway that's in. Not this one. This one, okay. Alright, what TM is this? Overheat. That's potentially really useful. Do we have any Pokemon that can learn Overheat? I did literally just say that we needed a better Fire-type move, so let's... I said we needed a Fire-type, but... A Fire-type move on Fluffy? Little Root? I swear I did not change TM compatibility. God, I wish I could get caught. Well, we have Leech Seed on Little Root, so we'll get rid of Leech Seed for now and throw Overheat on Fluffy. That is insane. Now, let's head up north to the desert, and... Oh yeah, there's vending machines. We can buy... I didn't mean to buy a freshwater. I was just mashing A. We can buy lemonades now for super cheap. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of these. Okay, I went ahead and bought 10 of them. That's certainly a good use of our money. And we can now head up north to this route because, yeah, we do have some more encounters now. Well, one more encounter now. And also some items. Ice Gem, one-time ice power-up. That's useful. Could be. Let's see, what is our encounter for this route? Hello? Hello? There we go. Our encounter is... Oh, that's awesome! That's so awesome! Oh my god, I've always wanted to use a Scolipede. Okay. I know this is, like, not that great of a type for our team, but, like... Okay, I'm gonna switch to Elizabeth. Oh. Okay, it knows Pursuit. I'm gonna switch to Elizabeth. I'm gonna have Elizabeth out on the field because Elizabeth does not take damage from the Sandstorm. The Sandstorm is very slowly going to whittle Scolipede down. And I think I'm just gonna whack it with Poison Sting. Because that's barely gonna do any damage. And we just bought a ton of health, like, we just bought a ton of healing items. I want to catch this thing. I've always wanted to use a Scolipede, and every single time I've started a playthrough where I used a Scolipede, I ended up either abandoning it for some reason, or, like, finding a better Pokemon to use. Okay, it's down below half HP now. I think I'm gonna start chucking Pokeballs at it. Let's just start with a Great Ball. Let's go! We got ourselves a Scolipede. Okay. Now I gotta think of a nickname for her. The Megapede Pokemon. What are we gonna nickname our new Scolipede? So I decided on the name Belladonna, which is a type of poisonous berry. I think it fits our Scolipede pretty well. And we'll have to go back to the Pokemon Center to actually check out its ability and such. We'll do that in a minute. For now, there's a couple more items here that I want to grab, and I think this is also considered a Pokemon Center, or a healing area. So let's heal up. Very cool. Get a Safari Ball. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to have, like, a different catch rate or anything than a normal Pokeball would, but it's still cool nonetheless. And we get a Scope Lens, which I'm pretty sure increases the accuracy of moves, which would have been useful a lot earlier in the game. A Green Shard, I don't know when or where that is going to be useful to us. I know it will be eventually, but I don't know when. And we could have had an Escavalier, which is super cool. Honestly, a lot of good bug types on this route so far. Well, a lot being 2, but still. Anything around these area? Right here? Relic Crown. I think that is another, like, Cell exclusive item, and I'm pretty sure that's post-game as well. And a Power Bracer. That's another EV training item. And our last item is TM29 Lunar Dance. What? What is Lunar Dance? That sounds cool. The user well... That's useless. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Wait, is there an item down these stairs? Yes, there is. A Great Ball to replace the one that we used on... Wait, did we use a Great... No, we didn't use a Great Ball on Kecleon. What am I talking about? Alright, looks like no more items, so we can head back to Castelia City now. Yeah, let's move her out of the RIP box. And its ability is Overgrow, which is... That's so funny. It swapped abilities with Little Root. So its ability Overgrow makes it so that when under a third of its health, Grass-type moves are powered up. I don't think it can even learn any Grass-type moves. It might be able to learn, like, Needle Arm or something. I don't know. We've already got 2 Poison types on the team. So, I don't know. I think we're actually going to keep Kecleon in the team for now, and we'll replace Kecleon if we need to in the future. Okay, back to the curse of... Let's see how many mythicals this Team Plasma Grunt has. Bruh. Really? A Druddigan? Although now Fluffy is now at bare minimum speed. -6. That's crazy. What if Pokemon just straight up didn't put a limit on like how high or low you can send your stats? For Alligator, that is a fully evolved starter Pokemon. We are going to switch to Little Root for that. Because Fluffy, mostly just because Fluffy has been weakened so much. What level does Little Root learn Razor Leaf? Okay, 2 levels. Heck yeah. I will take that. That was not that bad. Alright. Gym time. Feels like I haven't been going for a long time, but I have been going for almost an hour now. Fresh water. That's not randomized. I don't know why I said it like it was. I hate this gym. Okay, this gym has a couple of unavoidable trainer battles, unfortunately, so let's see what we got. You got a Shellos. That's the baby form. Don't know why I thought it was the evolved form. Every time I start talking about a Sinnoh Pokemon that I've never had an opportunity to use, I'm reminded that the reason I haven't had the opportunity to use it is because I just haven't played any Sinnoh I haven't played any of the Sinnoh games. Well, except Legends Arceus. I have played Arceus, but I've never played Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Switch remakes. I did see the Chandelure, and it was like very briefly startling, but I have 2 Pokemon that can take this thing out. It'll be okay. That's annoying. Oh my god! No, 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 no! Great Tusk! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, good thing I bought a bunch of lemonades. Let's try that again, shall we? Great Tusk, I am begging you. Great Tusk, I am literally Great Tusk. Great Tusk, please kill. Okay. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to switch... Oh my god, what are we switching to? I am like high-key terrified of this thing. Great Tusk, I believe in you. I believe in you, buddy. Wow. That was the most tense I have been in a minute. Okay. Whew. That gave me a headache. Okay, that gym puzzle is very tedious. I've never really liked this gym. They did such a good job with the remake in Black and White 2. Alright. Let's actually check out our Pokemon real quick to make sure I'm fully healed. And fully healed Great Tusk, so there we go. And now it is time for our third gym challenge. Let's get right to it, shall we? Pansy! Alright, Gym Leader Pansy, what you got for me? Nacrene! Surprisingly on brand, that is actually a bug type. Oh, that's interesting. Drought. That powers up fire type moves. Oh, you'll love to see it. There's a trash truck going by outside and it's very loud. Gulpin. Gulpin. I'm not making a joke. What are you talking about? Alright, Great Tusk. Knock this thing out of the park. Okay, well, that's... yeah, still enough to knock it out. And Tranquil. That is... normal flying. We can take that out with, Rollout. I hope we can take it out before it takes us out. Oh, it's using Detect. Okay. We don't actually have anything better to take this thing out with, so... let's keep pushing, I guess. I'm not gonna use... I'm actually gonna use Wood Hammer, because I think that's actually gonna be safer. About the same amount of damage, but it doesn't lock us into it. So, we can switch if we need to. Alright, he's gonna heal on this turn, so I'm gonna use this turn to... I'm gonna use this turn to switch to Elizabeth, since I know he's gonna heal this turn. Yep. And let's hit it with Poison Sting and see how that does. Get us a poison, maybe? No? Alright, Double Kick will do neutral damage because it's normal type. Wow. Elizabeth has plenty of special defense. Let's keep trying Poison Sting. Because we might get a oh, that's annoying. Wow. Hi, Editing Ace here, cutting in to say he then proceeded to do that for about 10 minutes. So, rather than trying to edit out this entire fight, I'm just gonna speed it up and show you the whole thing. Okay, so we managed to take out the Tranquil. That lasted so long. That was an almost 10-minute gym battle. That's crazy. But there is our insect badge. And our TM 70. Ooh, TM 76 Hex. That's actually a pretty good TM. Alright, so with that, I think we've been going for long enough to go ahead and call that a good enough episode. So, as usual, I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!